Hello, everybody. We're going to give people a minute to get logged in before we get started.
Oops.
Oh,
Can I eat in here?
yeah. Okay, I'll have to start the seminar.
What?
How about to start the seminar?
Are you at lunch?
No, I'm not. Start the seminar.
Okay.
I'm starting a presentation.
You what?
I'm doing a presentation.
Oh,
Yeah, so the camera is on. And
okay. Is Juanita here?
Hello, everybody. We're about to get started with recipes for success. We are talking about test taking strategies today, and we are excited to have Philip Effiong, one of our wonderful, fabulous tutors, here with us to talk to us about test taking strategies. Welcome, Philip.
thank you, Jenna, for the wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, all. My name is Philip Effiong. It's great to have everyone here to take this seminar on test taking strategies. We are aware that in a few weeks from now, or even next week, some of us will be taking exam 3 or exam 4. Then 3 weeks time, perhaps we'll be taking our final exam. So this seminar comes in the right time to help us in the remaining exams that we have. Now, the goal for this seminar is to discuss test taking to better prepare you as a student, like I said earlier on, for the upcoming exams that you have for the semester. If you have not done well, maybe in the previous exam, there was an anxiety issue, believe by the end of this seminar, you'll be able to improve upon your previous performance. Now, let's begin with stress. Stress is a state of mind, and you can control it by reminding yourself you have the skills to pass your exam. Test taking can bring on a major anxiety, whether during preparation at home, whether online, or whether you're taking the test in the classroom. It can breed in some levels of anxiety. And I've seen a lot of students come in and they have really expressed how anxious they are, especially at this stage of the semester. Now, adequate exam preparations and practicing useful tips is one of the things that can help us as a student to reduce student anxiety levels, which can lead to ultimate success in test stroke exam. So let's start with how to overcome test anxiety. How to overcome test anxiety first. You need to establish a pre-testing routine. You need to learn relaxation techniques such as deep breathing during tests. You need to fuel your brain with healthy foods and hydrate. It is not the best idea to take sugary foods during test time because it may peak and drop your sugars, which may causes some level of anxiety. It is also the best time to avoid carbonated drinks like energy. If possible, you can do some exercise, preferably aerobic. And if this doesn't work, you can talk to your teachers. So that will also help you to bring down some level of anxiety, especially during test time. Now, I want to talk about what we need to do before taking the test. Like I said, some of us are preparing for tests. Could be this week, could be next week, and the final in about 2 or 3 weeks from now. There's a lot of anxiety out there for our students. So what do you do at this point before going for the test? The first thing you need to do before taking your test is try to get enough sleep the night before the test. It helps your mind to be sharp when you tackle exam questions. It is not a time to stay so late, especially when you have a test the next day. So try as much as possible, get enough sleep. That's the first thing that you need to do. The second thing we need to do, this is a time to study in advance. You could study in group, you could study in peers, you could also seek help with tutors, either virtually or in person. This is a time to ask your teacher about exam reviews, which I believe our teachers have exam reviews. Exam review will help you to understand the material that will be tested on. Research shows that professors typically bring over 90% of similar questions in the test review. I'm so sure of that when it comes to mathematics courses. Don't wait till the last minute to study the reviews and instruction. Prepare in advance for that. Remember, we are talking about test-taking strategies that will help us to do well in a test. Prepare everything that you need in advance. I've seen students come in, no pencil, no calculator, if they're allowed to use. Whether the test is online or you are taking it on-site, you need to get everything ready before your test. If your test is in the classroom, arrive early for the exam. Ensure you have a few minutes before the exam starts so that you don't miss any important instruction or information that may be passed out before the exam. We are still talking about tips before the test. Do a knowledge mental cheat sheet before you start answering questions. Use the back of your test sheet and write down anything you are afraid you are likely to forget. Things like formulas, mnemonics, or any techniques that works for you just before you start the test. Now, let's talk about strategies during the test. What happens when the test has now commenced? If you are still anxious at that point, close your eyes, take a 3 deep breaths before starting. It does help to reduce anxiety level. Take a few minutes to preview your test before you start answering the question. Look at how many questions are in the test. The types of questions that is covered are included. Always remember to read the instruction thoroughly and well in advance before you start the test. A lot of students have made that mistake. When they come out from the test, oh, they discover that they did something wrong. Remember to time yourself and plan how long to spend on each question. Remember to spend more time on question that has higher point compared to question with a lower point. That will help you to do well on your test. And look at for each question, how many points is required. If your professors allow a cheat sheet, refer to your cheat sheet later during your test when you come close to those questions. but please confirm from your professor if this is allowed. Always read each question carefully to make sure you understand it. Look closely whether a question asks which option does meet the criteria or which option does not meet the criteria. Always begin with question you know first. Skip the question you don't know. You can always come back to it at the end of the test. Review the entire test and answer the skip question when an educated guess. Set an outline for essay question and avoid starting with complex mathematical questions. I was advised to do that. Do not rush to finish. Use all the test time if you still have time. Rework and review your exams at the end. Review the whole test, don't panic. Don't erase the correct answers or make them incorrect. Your first instinct typically is your best answer at the time. Ask instructor to explain any item that is not clear. You are not asking for the answer, but you are asking such that you can understand the question. Use the margin to help you figure out if the question does not seem clear or it seems ambiguous. Always circle keywords in each question. It will help you to focus on the central point. Express difficult questions in your own way by rephrasing them, but do not change the meaning of the entire question. So this will help during the test time. Now, what happened after the test? When you are done with the test, what happened? Ask your professor if you may review the test to see how you did, especially if you are going to do exam 3. It makes sense to review it before the final. If he says, just review all the questions that you miss. See how you can make changes to your study in the next few weeks before you take the final. Talk to your instructor how you can do better and improve upon the score that you have as you go in for the final. Finally, I believe you adopt these strategies during your test or exam, it will help you to perform successfully. And you'll be on your way for obtaining an excellent grade. You have a very good grade at the end of the semester. So at this point, I wish you a very good luck as you do your final or your exam 3, exam 4, and the final. But you have to know your resources. If you have not known your resources, I want to let you know some of the resources available for you at this time. We have Academic Success Center and Virtual Academic Success Center. If you need help on tutoring, we have both virtual and on campus. We work Monday through Saturday, except this weekend because of the holiday. We work from 8 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday, 8 to 4. Saturday, 9 to 3. But like I said, this particular weekend is a holiday, so it will not be available Friday and Saturday. But subsequent one, that's what we do. We work. You can do your tutoring virtually from your home, from your room, or you can come to any of the campuses. In order for you to have quick access to the Academic Success Center, you are supposed to call this number, 713-718-8184, to book for an appointment. You can also walk in. But what was suggest that you book an appointment so that when you get there, you don't have to wait, so they can attend to you right away, because the center is always waiting for you to come. You can be tutored on any subject within the school, and it's totally free for you. So at this point, if you are still having some issue, pick up your phone and book for tutoring appointment. Call for an appointment to get help. It is for you. And the statistics have shown that most students that come for tutoring section, they did excellently well. So this is a time for you to do that if you are still struggling about any of your classes. Do we have any question, please?
Please feel free to unmute or type in the chat any questions you may have. I also placed the tutoring phone number in the chat and their website. You can bookmark their website and put their phone number in your phone. Do we have any questions? This was a short little presentation, and I know some of you just logged in, and we post our webinars on our YouTube page, and I'm posting that again in the chat, and you can click on it. And the previous one we did on test taking strategies is already posted, and you can go in and re-watch this. And I did put that in the chat. Also, I put in the chat your chance to take a survey and let us know how we did. And then at the end of the month, I will be drawing names for people who filled out the survey to give out 10 power banks. You just have to watch your student email in case you win that power bank at the end of the month. But all of our previous webinars are on our YouTube page that you can watch. Oh, somebody's typing.
Okay. No, thank you.
Yeah. This is our last recipes for success of the semester. Thank you for coming, and remember all the ones that we've done throughout this past academic year are posted. So if you're needing some more help and want to watch any other presentation, it is on the YouTube page. And then we do have other events coming up that Lotteria, trivia, just a whole bunch of different stuff coming up. Proxy Gallery, if you're into art, we have a gallery talk coming up. We have, if you're free health science and working on all your requisites, we do have an event coming up to talk about what it's like, a day in the life of somebody in health science. And so we do have a lot of different events coming up that you can check out. Make sure you check those out. And if there are no questions, we are going to give you your time back so you can study for those exams and write those papers. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Philip, for
Thank you all.
presenting.
Thank you. Thank you all. Bye all.
Bye, everyone.